Washington State has gotten federal money to help with the response to multiple fires within a matter of weeks. But now the head of FEMA says funding is running out. The warning and their proposed plan coming up.
And our air quality has greatly improved, breezy conditions and lots of sunshine today, but we're tracking a potential change for the end of the week. All the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And new developments tonight in the Moscow murder case. Why the trial likely will not be starting in the next 6 weeks.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Evacuation levels are still changing for the Oregon Road fire in Spokane County. The fire is burning in a northeast direction away from the city of Spokane. This afternoon, officials downgraded some of the evacuation zones from earlier in the week. This fire is still considered 0% contained, with more than 850 firefighters working to get it under control. The fire has burned more than 11,000 acres since Friday. There will be a community meeting tonight at 7 o'clock for people impacted by the Gray Fire, which is near Medical Lake. That fire is nearing 50% containment, although firefighters were dealing with some increasing wind today. A lot of people in Medical Lake have been allowed back into their homes, although officials are asking everyone there to stay alert and to stay out if possible. Now, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested 2 people accused of looting homes inside the evacuation zones.
2 people, a male and a female, who were over here from Tacoma posing as firefighters, burglarizing our residences. We know in this particular case we have a car where a search warrant is being authored and there's what appears to us to be a lot of stolen property in it.
The Sheriff's Office says someone in Medical Lake called 911 Monday morning to report a man and woman behaving suspiciously. That same afternoon, officers caught up with the couple and arrested them. The sheriff says they are putting strict limits on who's allowed into the evacuation zones to try and prevent situations exactly like this.
Law enforcement is working and has roadblocks up in the area, and we are only letting residents who can prove that they lived inside the level 3 evacuation zones back into those areas. Again, we suggest that you don't go into those areas. However, if you must, make sure you understand that you are going to be asked to have some sort of identification and prove that you live in that area.
Both of the people arrested Monday were booked into the Spokane County Jail on residential burglary charges. And the Sheriff's Office is asking everyone going back to their homes to make a report if anything is missing or damaged. Now, we know the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, has authorized funds to help fight a number of large fires across Washington and Oregon so far this summer. But now the agency head says they're running out of disaster relief money amid a record-breaking year for expensive disasters. Reed Binion reports FEMA is now calling on Congress to step in.
We know that we have enough money to continue to support the ongoing life-saving efforts.
FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell says the agency's disaster fund is running out of money amid growing concern the funding could lapse if Congress doesn't pass a spending bill, a FEMA official told CNN.
As we do our analysis and we make our reports to Congress monthly, we take into account situations just like this so we can make sure that we always have enough funding.
However, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has indicated he expects Congress will approve more funding for FEMA.
We'll be authorizing in the same bill, in all likelihood, considerable increase for FEMA.
It comes as the agency pushes forward with the response to Maui's devastating wildfires in a year that's setting records for billion-dollar weather disasters before the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season has even arrived, and as hurricane and tropical storm activity is already causing damage. Tropical Depression Harold plowing through Texas after making landfall as a tropical storm Tuesday morning. The storm pummeling the state with high winds, heavy rain, flooding, and tornado warnings as it pushes towards Mexico. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Now this morning, WashDOT reopened State Route 20 through the North Cascades, but officials are warning you can't stop along the way and they might have to close it down again. That's because there are 2 fires burning near the North Cascades Highway. One of them was started by lightning July 29th and has burned more than 9 square miles so far. The other has only been burning for about a week, but firefighters are having a hard time with the terrain up there and, of course, the extremely dry conditions we've been talking about. But despite those fires in eastern and western Washington, we're getting a break from the smoke, at least here in the Tri-Cities. Stacey Lee joins us now with a look at your First Alert forecast.
That's right. We have gotten a break. In fact, air quality really good all through the area, but that could change. We're starting to see moderate air quality, Walla Walla, Pendleton, and in Dayton, all the way up to all the way up to Pullman, Pendleton, and Hermiston. And again, this is going to be a situation we need to watch very closely for the next couple of days. Outside right now on our Legends Casino Skycam, it's 81 degrees. Winds are at 6 miles per hour. Sunset at 7:52, and that humidity level has dropped down to 22%. Let's plan your evening. If you're heading out to the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo, you might want to grab a coat as those temperatures are going to drop after dark down to 75 at 8 p.m. right around the time the concert and the rodeo has started. But overall, not a bad evening at the fair and rodeo. In Yakima, nice evening there as well. Again, those cool temperatures on the way down to 72 at 8. And in Walla Walla, temperatures down in the 70s. Look for some chilly overnight lows tonight. Our fire danger now starting to ramp up in the Cascades and a chance of showers. I'll tell you when to expect those coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We have new developments from Moscow, Idaho tonight. The former WSU grad student who was accused of violently killing 4 University of Idaho students last November has now waived his right to a speedy trial. That means Bryan Kohberger will not go to trial on October 2nd as initially scheduled. This afternoon in court, his lawyer said they need more time to build their case. A status hearing is now set for September 1st, and the court could decide on a new trial date then. Prosecutors say they want this case resolved quickly, but they also want everyone properly prepared for trial. Kohberger faces the death penalty if convicted. The Yakima City Council is looking at ways to save money this year and next to prevent their general fund budget from falling short by more than $7 million in the 2025 to 2026 budget. They've already made some cuts to the in-home detention program at the police department. They plan to cut some positions in other departments that have stayed vacant for years. While no decisions have been made about potentially closing a fire station, and they are exploring the creation of a regional fire authority to fund fire services in the long run. City Council is looking into other ways to fund services as well, like community partnerships, taxes, or fees. And while many decisions about that future budget are up in the air, council members say they really can't afford to wait around.
There's an iceberg, and we got to think about changing course. Otherwise, when we hit the 25-26 budget, we will have a financial crisis that we're going to be dealing with.
The Yakima City Council will be taking a closer look at the 2024 budget this fall, and they'll continue exploring options for the 2025 to 26 budget. Now, City Council also voted unanimously at last night's meeting to work on rezoning part of the property at the Camp Hope homeless shelter to allow for a mental health clinic. Comprehensive Health Care announced earlier this year they'd gotten a grant from the Washington State Department of Commerce to build an on-site mental health facility using repurposed shipping containers. But this land is zoned suburban residential, which doesn't permit things like a health clinic. That's why the council voted to work with Comprehensive and with Grace City Outreach, the nonprofit that operates Camp Hope, to rezone part of the property so that they can move forward with the mental health clinic.
Be able to have a clinic in, right there for them available is very helpful, and also probably helpful in getting them interested in participating in services while they're in, experiencing homelessness and in the shelter.
City staff say Comprehensive will still be able to build the facility while they work on rezoning, but they won't be able to use it for mental health treatment until the process is complete. The Pasco Police Department is confirming they are investigating a Pasco house fire as a criminal act. The fire happened Monday just after 2:30 in the morning at the corner of Court Street and Road 103. 2 people who were inside the home were able to get out, but you can see it. The house was destroyed. According to the Pasco Police Department, there is evidence that suggests the fire may have been set intentionally, and they have made an arrest in the case, but they're not ready to release details at this time. We're going to continue to keep you updated as we learn more. The federal government is doling out millions of dollars to tackle near collisions at airports across the country. 8 airports will reportedly receive $121 million to pay for construction projects. This is on top of the $100 million granted to dozens of other airports just 3 months ago. The Federal Aviation Administration says one project includes simplifying the layout of Boston Logan International Airport. There, a collision was narrowly avoided earlier this year. One FAA official says sometimes the best way to address safety risks is just to reconfigure the airfields we've already got. And there's no end in sight to the dual writers and actors strikes that are putting Hollywood on hold. Last night, the studios publicly released their proposal to the Writers Guild. The studios say they're offering higher pay and higher residuals when shows go into reruns or streaming. And they would agree not to classify anything written by artificial intelligence as literary material. Now, the New York Times reports publicizing that proposal may be an attempt to get union workers to pressure leadership into taking the deal. Writers in Hollywood have been on strike for more than 100 days now. Actors have been on strike for just over a month. There is a new flag on the moon tonight. India made history, landing near the moon's south pole. India's unmanned spacecraft is expected to spend a couple of weeks running experiments. They're the fourth nation to land on the moon after the United States, Russia, and China. Although the U.S. hasn't been to the moon in decades, and a Russian landing attempt earlier this month ended in a crash. Now, the reason that there's so much interest in the moon's south pole is that scientists are thinking there might be frozen water there. We'll have to wait and see. Here in our area, nothing frozen right now. It's getting warmer out there once again. We're talking about how high temperatures can be expected to get as we head towards the weekend. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5, all eyes on Milwaukee as we're preparing for the first Republican primary debate of the 2024 presidential election. We'll have a look at what to expect coming up.
Who do you call if you've been injured in an accident? Call the law firm which has collected over $80 million for its injured clients. For over 30 years, the team at Allen Brecky Law Offices have been representing the rights of accident victims.
Tonight, what to expect from the first GOP debate, plus the intense heat impacting millions with temperatures reaching record highs. The warnings. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Join us on Friday, August 25th for a special Vineros jersey auction presented by Roto-Rooter. After the Dust Devils play in their alternate identity as the Vineros de Tri-City, we will be auctioning off all game-used uniforms with proceeds going to charity. Then on Saturday, August 26th, we put a bow on the evening with our spectacular post-game fireworks show thanks to McCacken Electric. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
$3 pitcher night, a couple cocktails, an edible, and a nature documentary. What do all these people have in common? A friend like you, who offered a ride, or made sure they got in a ride share, or provided a couch to crash on. Thanks for keeping the roads a little safer tonight, Washington. Together, we get there.
You feel like summer, baby, dancing near the lobby. Still catching feelings for you. Feels for you. Feelings for you. Hey!
Watch Good Morning Northwest and
Good Morning America.
Who do you call if you've been injured in an accident? Call the law firm which has collected over $80 million for its injured clients. For over 30 years, the team at Allen Brecky Law Offices have been representing the rights of accident victims.
this newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back. The Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce held its membership luncheon today with Congressman Dan Newhouse as a special speaker. Members of the chamber gathered to network and to hear about the latest news affecting businesses in our region. Congressman Newhouse addressed the fentanyl crisis, the 2023 Farm Bill, and the rising costs of gas and energy. When it comes to the cost of living, Newhouse says this is a challenge many families in the state of Washington are facing right now.
We've got to be more responsible, curbing the federal spending to reduce the pressures on inflation so that people have so that we have lower interest rates, so we encourage more investment by small businesses, to keep people working, improving the economy. Those are the things that we've got to be able to do on the federal level in order to make things more affordable for people in the local level.
People at the event also had the opportunity to ask the congressman questions about what was on their minds. We'll hear more from him coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6. And it's a big night in national politics. 8 Republican presidential candidates are preparing to face off on a debate stage in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the first time these candidates have gathered ahead of the 2024 primary election. ABC's Rena Roy has a look at what to expect.
8 presidential hopefuls squaring off tonight in Milwaukee at the first GOP debate. But Republican frontrunner Donald Trump will be a no-show.
Not in the room, but very much not forgotten. The other candidates are going to be hyper-focused on the man who is the frontrunner.
Trump's senior campaign advisor claiming in a statement, Trump has already won this evening's debate because everything is going to be about him. The former president posting on his social media site saying in lieu of attending, a pre-taped interview with conservative host Tucker Carlson will air at the same time as the debate. Trump rival Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will be front and center on the debate stage. Sources telling ABC he's bracing for attacks and has been preparing for months.
We are not going to stop. We are going to show energy. We're going to show vigor.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie will also participate. He used to prep Trump for debates. Christie and DeSantis will be taking on Senator Tim Scott, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, and former Vice President Mike Pence.
One of my goals in that debate is for the American people, Republican primary voters, to get to know me in a little bit broader context.
Entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, currently 3rd in the polls, also hoping to make his mark, speaking with CNN.
Many people in this country didn't even know who I was 6 months ago, so this is a good opportunity for me to introduce myself to the country.
Along with the others, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum will be stepping onto the national stage. But Burgum's attendance now in question after getting hurt during a game of pickup basketball last night.
Rena Roy, ABC News, Milwaukee.
And this afternoon, Governor Burgum did post on social media saying, "I'm in." We'll have some of the highlights of that debate for you tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And our big weather story all week has been our air quality. The good news is we've been in the good to moderate zone all day today. We are starting to see a little bit of haze build up again along the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, Dayton, Pendleton, and Hermiston area, and that could change overnight. Let's take a look at our smoke map. Again, Bend, Oregon, that's where a lot of that unhealthy air is this evening. And again, we're still seeing widespread smoke. I heard some of the showers have helped put out some of those fires in British Columbia. As we zoom on into the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities, again, we still see some haze, and we are going to see some increasing smoke towards the Kittitas Valley overnight tonight. And again, we might have some hazy conditions tomorrow, hopefully not as bad as we saw over the weekend. Let's take a look at our future cast. We are expecting some showers to move into the region, and we're talking late Thursday night, early Friday morning through the Columbia Basin, Hermiston on into Tri-Cities. Again, a little bit of showers then moving up into the Yakima Valley. These could be bring a pretty good amount of rain, a 1/10 of an inch or maybe a 1/4 of an inch or so, which would be good. We really need that rain. Very dry this summer. Those showers will continue the first part of Friday morning, but by about noon, most of that activity moving to the north and will start to clear out with a few scattered showers around the region. There's talking thunder conditions are low probability there. However, we are tracking some danger in the Cascades. Now we have a fire weather warning from the northern Cascades all the way down into Oregon, and that's for Thursday and Friday. They're expecting 10 to 20 mile-an-hour winds, low humidity, and potential thunderstorms for the region. So we'll be keeping an eye on the Cascades pretty closely. Also, winds, a little bit breezy. You'll start to see those winds picking up right there through the Yakima Valley, through the mountain gaps. Pretty calm winds in the Columbia Basin for us tonight. Getting into tomorrow, once again, light winds through the region. As that system starts to punch through, though, late Thursday night, early Friday, we'll see those winds kind of pick up as the storms move through the area. So be prepared for occasional bursts of wind. Cool overnight tonight. Again, grab a coat if you're heading out the door. 40s and 50s in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Moving into the Columbia Basin, Hermiston 57 tonight. Tri-Cities at 56. Looking over into the foothills of the Blues, will be in the 50s there as well. So a little on the cool side for this time of year. Temperatures for tomorrow going to be a nice day. Close to 90. Tri-Cities 86. for Yakima, 90 degrees tomorrow in Hermiston. We see 88 degrees in Walla Walla. Let's plan your day for tomorrow. And again, look for maybe a little bit of haze building up in the afternoon in the Yakima Valley. Not a bad looking day overall. Getting out the door in the morning, 60 in the Tri-Cities. You'll be close to 90 at 4 o'clock. Again, look for some smoke and haze if you're heading out to the Benton Franklin Fair. Walla Walla, again, temperatures in the 60s and up to 76 later in the evening. Let's talk weather photos. It's a lonesome dove. Do you see him? He's sitting right there, right in front of the orange globe. Again, thanks for sending that photo, and include your name next time, would you? So remember to send your weather photos to slee@applevalleyNewsNow.com, and we'll get them on the air. I love that, though. Nice and creative. So send me your weather photos. More coming up with your full 7-day planning forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. And up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking about a new program that's been rolled out in several Richland schools and is now coming to the entire district. Even though it means more work for educators, we're hearing a lot of enthusiasm. We'll explain why in just a moment.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If you need workers' compensation because you were injured at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Hi, Jason Valentine for the Apple Valley News Now Great American Flag Swap. This Friday, bring your old tattered American flag to Steve Hans Volkswagen, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, or Trucks Plus USA, and in exchange, we'll give you a brand new flag as we celebrate America together.
At Steve Hans Volkswagen, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, and Trucks Plus USA, we're proud to honor the American flag and take great pride in our commitment to the community. We invite you to celebrate the upcoming Labor Day holiday with a new flag for your home.
Get the very best in value and style during the Labor Day sale at More Furniture. Right now, this comfortable contemporary sofa is only $4.99. Featuring plush durable fabric and 2 accent pillows, there's no better value on a full-size sofa. Step up to this plush deep sofa for only $5.95. Or stretch out in style with this sofa with reversible shades for only $6.95. Preview these sales specials and chat with one of our design experts at morefurniture.com.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Join us on Friday, August 25th for a special Vinieros jersey auction presented by Roto-Rooter. After the Dust Devils play in their alternate identity as the Vinieros de Tri-City, we will be auctioning off all game-used uniforms with proceeds going to charity. Then on Saturday, August 26th, we put a bow on the evening with our spectacular post-game fireworks show thanks to McCacken Electric. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
Every business is different, but they all have one thing in common. Wouldn't it be great if someone took care of that for you? So you can concentrate on the stuff that makes you shine. Call us today and find out what we can do for you. Hutchbug Solutions.
If you need Social Security disability because you are unable to work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411. Bothwell and Hamill. There's no fee unless you win.
Welcome back. This year, the Richland School District is implementing a new system called Character Strong. Advocates say it's focused on social and emotional learning. Now, it does ask more from educators because, in simple terms, they all need to be speaking the same language so that students have a consistent experience all through the school day. But the program also offers more resources intended to set everyone up for success. And this program has been used in a few Richland schools before, but now it's expanding to the entire district.
This has never been done before, the entire district kicking it off all together. And so Hanford High and Enterprise have gotten it going over the years, and so their expertise will really be helpful as we kick it off. So we have those internal experts as well.
Now, we're told the Richland School District is one of the first in the entire country to roll this out to the whole district. The 3 main pillars of the program are mental health and well-being, belonging, and engagement. We're going to talk more about that program coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6. But first, we'll have a final look at your forecast when we come back. And still ahead, an eviction attempt in Pittsburgh led to a standoff that left a neighborhood in lockdown for hours. World News Tonight is tracking the investigation into what happened, coming up at 5:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord. Both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Sofia Vergara's first red carpet since her split from Joe.
Hi, gorgeous. Hello.
We got Sophia's TV family rallying around her as AGT goes live. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Great Floors is rolling out the red carpet and celebrating over 50 years with store-wide discounts and savings, including instant savings on Karastan products designed to inspire beautiful living. Want to recreate your space? Our team of experts will help you find the perfect flooring and tile for every room, including a huge selection of Karastan carpet and LVP. We also offer 12-month financing. Visit our showroom today and celebrate life on Great Floors.
Our state has changed a lot in the last 140 years. We know because MultiCare has been here, guided by a single purpose, making our communities healthier. That comes from making courageous decisions, partnering with local communities to grow programs and services, and expanding healthcare access to those who need it most. Together, we're building a healthier future. MultiCare.
Next ET. Only we're behind the scenes of Usher's new music video.
This is an ET exclusive. We are in Atlanta, and you are in for a treat.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back. Let's take a final look at your forecast, Stacey. Pumpkin spice lattes come back tomorrow, but it's still feeling kind of like summer.
Yeah, well, summer's definitely back this weekend. In fact, let's take a look at that 7-day planner in Yakima. And again, unfortunately, it looks like that smoke and haze is going to make a return. I don't think to the level that we saw over the weekend, but it's definitely in the forecast. The rain would be nice on Friday. However, thunderstorms, not so much. Summer is back for the weekend, as you can see, and then it's kind of uncertain into next week, but a good chance of maybe some more rain coming, much needed. Again, it's been a very dry, warm summer. In the Tri-Cities, same thing, hazy conditions. We're looking at the potential of some thunder activity on Friday. Now, they're saying it's low at this point, but don't count it out. And again, those rain showers are much needed. Look at those warm temperatures Sunday and Monday in the Columbia Basin, 99, 100 degrees there. And then we drop right down into the 80s right after that. So it's not sticking around long, which is really nice. Now in Walla Walla, again, the smoke and haze, they're seeing a little bit more of that this evening as well. Looking for those thunder showers on Friday, late Thursday night into early Friday morning. Summer's back for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we cool back off with another chance of rain showers. So not a bad looking forecast, but again, we'll keep a really close eye on that smoke and haze for folks that can be dangerous at times.
Yeah, it's not comfortable even when it's not dangerous.
That's right.
Thanks, Stacey. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and you can find the latest anytime on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.